Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, and today my little project tutorial for you is this one, and it is a cute little free as a bird gift box, and inside it holds a little knoppers bar. I think that's how you say it, a little knoppers bar, and I thought it was a cute little gift for the table favour, something like that. And I've used the free as a bird DSP along with the stitched nested dies. Love these stitched nested dies. These are the stitched nested dies that you get in the set. You also get a straight one too if you want to get a nice stitched edge to your card or something like that. And in the set you get 9 dies, absolutely gorgeous. And so I've used those. I've used 2 different sizes, and I'll show you that in a moment. I've also used the designer paper, which is called Ballad. In this you've got some gorgeous papers. I think I have shown this before. Absolutely gorgeous colours. I think they're really special. Really special. And so that's what I've used to make my little gift box today. And I've used the stitched shape dies, the stitch nested dies, and I've cut out some of the designer paper to do my little cute birds on the top there. And this is the pattern that I've used, and you just hover your stitched die over your birds and just choose an area where you'd like to die cut, and that's what I've done. And I've just cut out 3 little birds, and you can see a little tiny bird there poking his head round the corner. Cute. So that's what I've used. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this little gift box today. Not many supplies needed. You're going to need a piece of cardstock, and this is Pool Party, and it measures 7 5/8 by 5 3/4. And then I've got a piece of designer series paper, which is 3 7/8 by 2 3/8, and I have 2 little pieces which measure 2 3/8 by 3/4. You need 2 of those. And then I've got one of the stitched nested dies in Whisper White, and die cut 1 level above for my little bird to fit on the top. And then you're going to need a piece of Whisper White, a little scrap of Whisper White, which I'm just about going to get here, and that is just to stamp the little flowers. So let's get started and get our scoring tool. And I can see that I haven't worked out any centimetre measurements, so I'll do that when it's up on my blog, so that you've got that to refer to. So let's bring you out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right then, so we're scoring on the long side at 7/8, 3 3/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/4. Turn it to the short side, and we're scoring it at 7/8 and 4 7/8. That's all the scoring done. I can put that away. Right then, I also need my 3/4 of a punch. So before we get started, I'm just going to punch out the front for my finger pulls so that I don't forget to do that later. So that's a 3/4 of an inch punch, and I've just done a little finger pull. So let's get the bone folder and fold and burnish all our score lines. Right then, so we cut up on the sides and then notch in notch in, notch in, and slight notching in there at the end. Same here. And then we turn it round and we notch it in here. Same here. So it's an easy little box to make this. That's it. Right then. So I've already established that that is going to be the front of my box, so we're going to start decorating it with our designer papers, and that goes here and here. So let's get some of our wet glue. Right, that's it then. Now we can put our box together. So glue on all 6 of our tabs. Right then, so let's do the base first. Bring that up. And this Free as a Bird set is really one of my favourites, along with the Magnolia Lane and the Beautiful Friendship. Those 3 are my absolute favourites at the moment. And then we'll close down our lid. And don't forget that during the month of July, if you spend £45 with Stampin' Up online on my online shop, you get a little voucher code which gives you £4.50 to spend in August. So that's a bonus, getting a bit more for your money. So I'm just tidying up these corners. Right, so that is the little box. Let's put our knot fizz in. It fits in perfectly. Close that down. Perfect. So that's our little box. And now we're going to decorate it. So we've got our 2 little stitched nested dies, and we are going to glue down our birds onto the front here. Oh, so cute, these birds, I love them. And then we're going to pop that up on some dimensionals. And then we're going to centre that on our box, and this fits perfectly from across the middle there. Love it. And to finish, we are going to tie a bow with this is the flax ribbon, 5/8 of an inch wide, but if you trim it up, this is the length that I've used for my bow, which measures 13 inches. If you trim it up with some big scissors, so if I trim this up, I've got 3 little lengths here, so I'm going to pull that one off. Actually, you can probably, once you've cut one off, you can just pull the little strands off. So I've got 3, and then you've got more to play with. So I wind this round now, and to keep it secure I put a little pin in it, stops it from falling all over the place on my ribbon rack. So put your 3 layers together. And then I'm going to use my bow maker, which comes from the range, and my beautiful friend Gaynor bought me. And I just love this. So I think I used it 3. So let's take one of those out. I believe this costs £3 at the range. That doesn't seem to come out. Okay, then we'll go this way. Right, so make sure that your lengths, let me pull you down a bit more so you can see what I'm doing down here. I've got them that distance apart. Make sure that your tabs, well actually you're holding it in your left hand with a tail, and then I am winding it round once. So I'm winding it round twice. Make sure your lengths are the same. Then you bring one across, you bring the left hand one across and up the back, and keeping, as you come over the top, make sure that you're in the centre of those 2 spokes, 2 prongs. Pull up your ribbon through the centre, and as you pull it tight, make sure that it's centralised, so that you've got a centralised bow. And that's all there is to it. And then you gently lift it off, and there you have the most delightful bow. Isn't that gorgeous? And then you can just trim your tails to the length that you want. So trim them to about there, I think. And then we're going to get a glue dot, and we're going to stick that on. So let's get a glue dot on here, and we're going to stick that just in the corner of our box. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Right, to finish off, we want a little sentiment. So I've got my Whisper White, and so we're going to do a sentiment, and I'll show you how I did the flowers as well. So where's my stamp set? So from the stamp set we've got our little hello. Get the block. Put that on the block. Do our little hello. Put that down on here. Hello. And then using the Calypso Coral, that was soft suede by the way that I did my sentiment in. Using Calypso Coral, we're just going to mount this little flower, and I'm using the bigger one of the 2. So into the Calypso Coral ink and stamp your flower. Now I stamped 2 for that, and then using my stamping blends, I used the light Calypso coral, and I just went over the flower, just filling it in like that. So nothing too much, and I just did that so that you've got that, and then I fussy cut that. To do my sentiment, I'm using the classic label punch, and I'm giving myself a bit more room, which I haven't done, but I'll soon remedy that. So punch that, and then I'm just going to pop that back in to the punch like that, so that my sentiment is just a little shorter, because that's going to go on here. Then, like I said, you fussy cut your little flower, and I've already fussy cut mine, and I've put them in this little container. And I have fussy cut 2, but it's up to you how many you want to put on. So using my little foam pad, I have put those on there, and using the back of my pokey tool, I'm just giving them some dimension. I'm going to do 3. I don't know if I'll use 3, and then we need the our rhinestones. Got to have a bit of bling on your project. So I've used the larger ones in the centre of these. Lovely. Right then, so we'll start with 2 and see if we need any more. So I have tucked this under here, so just a bit of wet glue on the sentiment, and I've tucked it under that little stitch nested die, and then using the wet glue again on the back of the flower, and then I'm popping one there and one here, and I think that's so sweet, so cute. I love it. Right then, I'm not going to use the other one, I don't think, because I don't think it needs it, so I'll save that for something else. Right then, so get our 2 little boxes back in, and I think they're gorgeous. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little subscribe button, and don't forget to tap the bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching today, and should you need any crafting supplies, please click the down arrow description bar in this bottom corner, right hand corner, where that will take you over to my website where you can shop online for Stampin' Up products, or find the measurements to make this box, and I will put the centimetre measurements up for you as well. So that's all from me for today. Bye for now. Bye.